I'm Daniele. Welcome in this new episode of Programming Pills. Today we'll talk about flowcharts and how to use them. Before trying to understand how to create a flowchart, we need to enter into the mindset of a problem solver. In fact, the flowcharts are nothing more than drawn algorithms. So we need to start from the definition of an algorithm. An algorithm is a program that solves a class of problems using a finite number of non-ambiguous instructions. Let's analyze this sentence better by taking the three main points. The algorithm solves a class of problems. For example, the equations. The algorithm needs to solve them all with consistent result. It has a finite number of instructions. An algorithm needs a start and an end. It can go on forever. The instructions can't be ambiguous. The algorithm must have easy instructions for anyone who might execute it. Now that we know the definition of an algorithm, we can talk about their visual representation, flowcharts. They are designed using four fundamental blocks: the start and block, the processing block, where variables are assigned and calculations are performed, the input-output block, where data is entered or retrieved, the conditional block, where a different path in our program is taken upon the result of the condition itself. Now we can finally draw the flowcharts. To do that, we'll use AlgoBuild, a program created appositely to do this job. If you don't want to download it, you could always use pen and paper. As you can see, AlgoBuild has already implemented the start and the end block. So, let's say we want to create an algorithm to add two numbers. Create two input blocks. Here we'll insert the numbers to add. Now create a processing block, and here we'll assign the result of the sum of the two numbers. Finally, create an output block for the result. Let's see if it works correctly by enabling the auto execution and starting the algorithm. Perfect. So far, we created a flowchart where each instruction is one after the other. This kind of flowchart is called sequential. Now we will talk about conditional flowcharts. So, imagine we are super hyped for a new game and we want to check if we have enough money to buy it. First things first, assign to the variable price the game price and place an input block waiting for the amount of money that we have. Now we have to control if we have enough money to buy it, so we'll use the conditional block. As you can see, two branches start from it. One will be used if the condition is true, the other if it's false. To check if we have enough money to buy the game, we'll put in the condition money greater than equal game price. If we have enough money, the program will tell us through an output block, you can buy the game. Otherwise, keep saving money. We have almost finished it, but the iterative flowcharts are still missing. Here we'll have cycles that are useful for applying the same procedure to a set of data. Let's say we want to write all numbers from 0 to 30. We'll use 31 output blocks, but that would be very inefficient. What we want to do is create a for loop with these instructions inside it: I equals 0, I less than equal 30, I++. What this does is create the variable I, initializing it to 0. At each iteration of the loop, this variable will be incremented by 1 until it's greater than 30. Inside the loop, we will put a simple output block that will output the variable I. And said and done, we have a program that counts from 0 to 30. Finally, there is another type of iterative flowchart. It uses the while and do-while loops instead of the for loop. These cycles use a simple condition to understand whether to continue the iteration or not. The while loop executes the statement contained inside it only if the condition is true. The do-while loop, on the other hand, always executes the instruction inside it at least once. Let's make an example with this program. Create an assignment block, then the condition variable, and set it to false. Now we insert a while block and inside it an output block with the message while. Finally, the last two blocks, this time do while, where inside we insert an output block with the message do while. As you can see, the do while was executed even though the condition was false. And that's it! Now you should know everything you need to create your flowcharts. Thanks for watching, subscribe and like if you liked the video. As for us, we will meet again in the next video. Bye!